So hard now.
Why would
as
you?
we get ready to hop into this game?
Don't bring that into existence.
Oh, see if it can indeed happen as we're off to the races. Good luck, have fun. Comes the call from everybody. They're heading out across the map.
Alrighty, so if you are a longtime EG fan or you're a new fan who wants to follow EG, the player who you probably want to watch, it's going to be Matthew, right? He's playing on the Dark Willow. He is their position 4 player. He's the support player who tends to make a lot of action happen early on in the game. And this guy's really good. He's got a pretty big hero pool. He's been spamming a lot of Bounty Hunter lately. Expecting to see that come out this TI. Maybe even some carry Bounty Hunters with that buff to the attack speed, or rather the base attack time. So we'll see about that. But he's going to be looking for level 6 on this Dark Willow. And then one of the cool things about Dark Willow recently has been this idea of putting the Bedlam on these more like in-your-face heroes. So in this game, he does have a Void Spirit, and who will also be being gifted the Frost Shield. So could allow him to really abuse that. But it tends to be with like a separate support, like maybe a Spirit Breaker or something like that, who can just really bully and get a lot of damage that way. But yeah, keep an eye on how he utilizes that Bedlam.
Right. For anybody that has missed that one, the Bedlam, now you can cast it on your allied heroes, throw it out there, and then it will follow them around instead. So a pretty big buff to Dark Willow coming in that other big patch that came out earlier this year. As it looks like neither team trying to pressure for too much. Going to trade off the 2 bounty runes apiece. And I forgot to do my predictions because I'm a dummy, friend.
I think they were just broken anyway. It's fine.
Fair. Okay. So we've talked a lot about it. Puck versus Void Spirit in the mid lane. This is a matchup that I think traditionally has been thought of as Void Spirit favored in the later stages. You can just drop that unit down to catch them.
Yeah, that was a fun while that we had, huh? There was quite a debate, really, amongst even the pro players. It reminds me of the old discussions about Ember versus TA for a while. Some players said it was even. Some players said it went one way. Some players said it went the other. And there never really was much of a consensus on that one. And we had a very similar situation happen back in the Arlington Major with Void Spirit and Puck. It was the idea of like, well, Puck can catch Void Spirit with coil, so it must be better. And then the Void Spirit players would just say like, well, I mean, I can just use the Puck and then use that Aether Remnant and Puck dies. In the end, I think Puck kept losing, if I recall.
Okay. Important. I mean, yeah, you're kind of a notorious Puck hater right now anyways. Man, Fishman is just giving Matthew... Matthew might be dead as he wraps around the corner. First blood. He just got walked down and right-clicked by a Warlock.
That's just a lack of respect, straight up.
Wow.
Not expecting so much damage, yeah.
He didn't even take Shadow Word.
No, he just clicked him down. A little unexpected. Matthew just figuring like, I can't really go for the turn. I don't have any sort of a play with my Shadow Realm since I'm level 1.
Panda looks for the turnaround, and now after meta is popped the slowdown on Katomi, he's gonna go down too, showing the power of that Frost.
Man, I think if Panda has good positioning in this lane, it's just gonna be so hard for Entity. It's really difficult as a ranged hero. We mentioned that the second Lich was picked and the Venge was there. It was this idea of trying to trade versus Lich as a ranged 4, especially. Like, it's annoying enough as a melee hero because it's hard to get in on him. But at least when you get in on him, it feels like you can lock him down. The range heroes just struggle to get in like the whole time. And I'm saying all this because it's getting work. That high armor is not enough.
And Whisper down bottom also dropping low, getting killed off by these illusions. Does manage to get away. Takes one last hit from those little golem-y dealies coming from the Warlock. Imps, rather. So yeah, a very high impact game early. And you know, looking back again at what Matthew was doing there, it was all to block out that small camp 2 times in a row. So they haven't been able to get the lane back into good position down bottom. So even though it came at a death, it's still getting them something down their bottom.
Yeah, and even though we are seeing the support invoker these days, it doesn't mean he's not like the greediest hero. Like this hero lives and dies by levels still, especially when you're trying to run it in a core role here. So he's gonna go for a almost like this Tidehunter strategy. One of the only heroes that buys Meteor Hammer still and feels really good about it. In the off lane to try and pressure the tower. The old Topson Invoker Meteor Hammer will be making a return via Whisper right now.
Too bad.
Well, Topson's back. Got to bring the old strats back.
Yeah, inspired here.
Enough. So, in the early goings, C-Smile off to a slight lead mid. The big differential right now, at least, it feels like it's Invoker who's like a little bit behind, and Terrorblade's having like a decent game in spite of that death. I guess the biggest thing to me is that it feels like Whisper's not being completely shut out. You know, he's getting some amount of farm, he's getting some levels, being able to get away with this risky Invoker. Awesome. I'm really, speaking of Brambles when they lay down the Stormstormer for a bit of harass is kind of nice. I'm curious what sort of pressure Whisper will be able to apply to Watson and the lane of this Naga Siren, though. Because, like, you know, this is a Naga Siren. They like to go to the jungle at some point, but if they can stay completely, farm it up and a couple camps nearby and try and, like, slow down an enemy like an Invoker who's rather greedy, you might see Watson sticking around a little bit longer than usual, since it is a position 5 Warlock who has a bit of a harder time, like, holding the lane without dying. Nice grab mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under
damage
attack.
there, forcing back Stormstormer, still in some
Dire's
trouble,
middle tower
bottling
is
up
under
T-Smile. Can't quite get there in
Dire's
time.
courier has been killed.
Do need to be careful up top. Panda did use Frost Shield, but no, he's actually going to be fine, it looks like. I thought maybe there was going to be a window where they could get aggressive on Pakaz, but has Frost Shield back up again and they can't punish.
TP out there from Whispers. He got really low. He went back to his tower since he does have the Ring of Health. Gonna go immediately into a Ghost Walk off a Mango to regen back up.
It's kind of crazy how well this is actually working. Like, he's having really good sustain in this lane with just the Ring of Health going and then being able to Ghost Walk to top himself off.
Oh, well, likewise, though, for Gabby, also having a fine time on this CK. Like, this is the main concern of this hero right now, and why you can see it both in the carry role and the off lane is this buffed up Chaos Strike. We went from a multiplier, I think it used to be 1.4, then it was 1.6, and now it's 1.9, which just means you are smacking the creeps, you're doing damage, and you're getting a ton of lifesteal. And look at that! He crits for 300, and you just see his bar shoot up. It's like, how do you bully this hero out of lane?
I'm wondering, does he get extra lifesteal also against the TV illusion? I'm assuming you do.
No, it's only lifesteal from the creeps.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But regardless,
the bonus, that is, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to watch how this next couple of minutes goes. Naga Siren already treads done, has not been pressured basically at all in this lane. Whisper is still working his way towards this Void Stone and trying to finish off the Meteor Hammer, but it's not easy going by any stretch of the imagination. Coming up on that 7-minute mark, need to watch for the Wisdom Runes, see who's able to pick those up.
Yeah, one thing that, you know, I was scoping out Mr. Topson here, seeing, you know, coming in. He plays a lot of pubs, so he's a very easy person to keep an eye on. And one thing I noticed he was doing a ton of was invading for the level 7 Wisdom Rune as the mid. It was kind of wild. Not seeing that right now from either the mids, though. And Fishman, though, yeah, he's in trouble.
Top tower is under
That will be...
wait, Rush!
Oh, he got him still. Well played. Pakaz able to get that kill. And then, in the same time, they're going to be able to get the rune for Matthew. It looks like Katomi's going to run on over to pick the other one up. So it should be 2 Wisdom Runes.
Yeah, we're all
Dire's
good here.
middle tower is under attack.
Zabby closing on that level 6 as well. I don't know if he'll be able to do much just with the 6 or if he'll really have to wait for the armlet. I feel like that's when you might actually get an opportunity here, at least versus the TB. Although meta's going to be down, so I'm sure they're going to try and apply some pressure anyway. The other pressure typically comes from the mid lane. Will be from a Puck, obviously a hero who really likes to rotate. But Puck enjoys rotating when it's the heroes diving under an ally tower. Makes it a lot easier to land these early game Dream Coils. And that's not really something you're expecting EG to do.
No, it's true. I mean, I think that there's some potential for like pressure with the Meteor Hammer that'll get close to the tower once that comes out, but doesn't feel super likely for them to be diving. Unless it's C-Smile that does it when he makes a rotation, which he definitely could. 8-minute mark coming up. They're looking for the runes. Looks like Entity will hold the top side. Do they get lucky over here? Looks like they're going to find an Arcane for Puck. Fishman in trouble. And starting to drop low. It's not going to be enough for the kill. Can't get him.
Yeah, other spells on cooldown too. Not worth trying to commit there from Stormstormer, even with the Arcane rune. I've been a little bit too far as well, I guess, for the Coiler. He actually gets Panda with that Fatal Bonds. Painful. You catch a bunch of creeps like that, and they're going to instantly smoke. Well, who are they going to hunt for? Pakaz is really low.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be a great find off the smoke.
But look at him already there. Panda breaking the movement over. So he will die,
Thanks
but
for your impertinence.
I mean, that'll keep Pakaz alive.
That's very worth it here. As Whisper is forced all the way back to his tower, but he has his Meteor Hammer now. So currently that bottom tower, almost full HP. Curious to see if Whisper can actually pressure with that.
Smile will run right into Watson here.
Dire's
And-
top tower
Thank
is
you.
under attack.
Okay.
Dire's structures
Let
are
me get the bounty
fortified.
rune run away. Oh,
Look at this stack too. That is hilarious.
interesting. Okay.
So there's been a loss here, folks. With the Sven
Dire's top
dying and
tower is
Gyrocopter
under
getting
attack.
nerfed, we're kind of out of the stack meta a little bit. Like there's less TAs right now. Luna might pop up this TI. But the issue essentially was that these stacks were really providing a ton of XP for the supports,
Dire's top
especially the
tower
position
is under
4s.
attack.
Because if you don't have stacks being taken by one of your carries and you can't like get the bonus XP or leech off
Dire's
it,
top
you're stuck
tower
at level
has fallen.
5 at like 12 minutes in a lot of games.
Right.
It can be very tough, which you want to get the 6 as fast as possible. So that's a great way to do that. Unfortunately, it was also split with the Void Spirit, so Matthew didn't end up gaining all too much.
Right. Panda's actually been able to get all the way up to level 6 for himself, which is surprising. So has
Dire's
Chain
top
Frost
tower is under
online,
attack.
something that actually does have some kill potential when you're playing against the CK. If things aren't going exactly right, create one illusion next to yourself, you could be regretting it. But at least for now, Entity, they're off to a good start. 3,000 gold lead. They have a relatively greedy draft. It doesn't feel like there's a ton of pressure for them to get things done as they've already taken that top tier 1 tower.
Yeah, and again, this Meteor Hammer, it's not working the way that you kind of hope it to when you buy Meteor Hammer in the off lane. Like, it's cool that they got the stacks off of it, and I'm sure he's going to do some setup plays a little bit later with Tornado and everything, but, you know, you're not getting that actual pressure on the tower right now, so it's kind of chill for Entity at the moment to have a 2K lead and also no pressure on their towers at all.
Yeah. No, this is exactly what Entity want at this early game at the very least. And, you know, it's worth repeating that I think with a greedy hero like an Invoker, this can be good, but he's not going to be scaling in the same way. Not going for this Midas early, has the Spirit Vessel queued up. It feels like he's hoping to maybe be a little bit more active in the next couple of minutes here. We'll see if it ends up happening. Stormstormer makes the TP rotation over. I think Sea-Smile's smoke broke on him, and
Radiant's
now it's just going to back
bottom
away.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, this was... Oh, he missed the
Coil?
Coil. He wanted to kill so bad down here. As he showed mid and then like kind of hid and immediately TP'd. He really wanted them to try and get a bit aggressive down bottom, maybe predicting that they wanted to make a play, seeing that Sea-Smile was in the area, but not able to catch.
Burn the
Radiant's
Haste
middle
too.
tower is under attack.
Well, like we said, big chillin'. Farm, farm, farm. See if there's any way to punish it. For now, at least there isn't. You know, maybe you could have done something here on the Sea-Smile with like a coil and a swap play, but definitely not going to happen without the coil. And Sea-Smile again gets unlucky. The rune is going to spawn bottom. At least Panda that time is able to sneak it away from the puck.
Yeah, it's good that you mentioned that. We haven't brought that up yet, but it is a classic combo. Venge is just picked all the time now, but one of the times you might actually see the hero in more recent times was in combination with a puck. Trying to abuse that snap on the coil is you really get the most out of the spell if you manage to force it. You get, especially at level 1, because you're getting this bonus 200 damage, which is more damage than the spell does itself by a pretty significant margin, and your HP pools are very low at the start of the game, so it can really add up early, but not able to link it on that first coil, but it's already back up because it's just 75 seconds. So perhaps we'll see another smoke here in a moment.
Again, content with the game as it currently stands. And
I know who's
What's
having
that?
the most fun in this game, 100%. I
Who's that?
guarantee it's Gabby, because he is just like, he was a Chaos Knight, he was in his lane, he farmed, like he's an off lane player. But he used, you know, he's done the other core roles, he's been there, he remembers what it was like to just get free farm all the time. He's just free farming.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna hit really hard and have a great time and have an armlet and a BKB pretty soon.
Oh, and this is interesting though. If they can hit before that timing comes out, This is a big smoke rotation. They're going to find Fishman.
Dire's middle
Will
tower
be
is
able to
under
connect
attack.
onto him, and he's just going to accept his fate here. Afterwards, Gabby pops
Radiant's middle
ulti,
tower
goes
is
into
under
Shadow
attack.
Realm, walks away for the Dark Willow, and everybody from EG just backs out.
All right, nice
Okay.
aggression. Certainly needed here. Is again still no real pressure on the map coming in from them at the moment.
Dire are scanning.
Watson has Manta already
Radiant's middle
done.
tower is
Kaz
under
is
attack.
getting close to having his completed. Whisper will pick up the regen rune. Tornado. Stormstormer able to get out of there just in time. The orb was coming to an end. So manages to escape.
Dire's bottom tower
Kind of scary
is
with
under attack.
level 1 phase shift. You can definitely get caught in some of these early game situations. Not able to get a lot of aggression going here, though. I mean, still nursing that 2K lead. It's not really growing all too much.
Dire's
some slight
bottom
pressure
tower
is happening.
under attack.
Wisdom runes have been picked up by the Dire, and no one's going to steal one here. Gabby just goes back and grabs it himself. And I believe his Echo Saber's done too. Yep, man, he's farming fast. He's catching up to his Naga Siren. He's out farming the TB right now. That's a bad sign.
I feel like the way this game is
Radiant
going,
are
at some
scanning.
point, Entity are going to smoke together, find a fight with Warlock ulti, and then they're just going to get Roche. And I feel like it's down to EG to try and force something like more small scale before then, whether it's like pushing a lane down with TB illusions or fine stack here too.
Oh, that's
Dire's
for
bottom
dragons.
tower is under attack.
Pretty good.
And then they block it off after too with the sentry in behind. That's just rude.
Good econ game coming out right here from Entity.
He's also
Go on in. I'm not gonna be able to get Gabby here.
they're passing the obs over to Stormstormer too. He had an obs and a sentry there too to help him just plant them a little bit deeper. And he passes them back at, or actually no, he's just keeping a sentry in his backpack here too. Probably to ensure that he can grab the invoker. I mean, he's got his dust as well, but get some backup.
EB just saw that the stack was taken. He's going to push
Dire's
out
bottom
mid now.
tower is under attack.
And we'll see if he ends up getting caught here. Again, they could drop a lot onto him.
Yeah, he's pinged for it. He actually wants his team to rotate and try and take this tower with him.
Fishman hiding out.
Whisper's just trying to find him.
Radiant are scanning.
Dude, he's
Where is he? He
Dire's
actually
bottom
never got
tower
vision
is under
because of the
attack.
angle of that tree.
That's crazy. Good positioning. Good positioning by the Fishman. Watson?
Yeah, that's a toughie.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Gonna be able to get him. But like I said, this one might go the distance here. There's a decent chance.
I mean, late, I feel like I'm favoring Radiant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just like this CK and Naga Siren in combination, it just doesn't feel like they're gonna have the AoE to deal with it, right? Like one of the reasons that Terrorblade, or one of the things rather that can make him upset and tends to be these other illusion carries. He's a single target damage dealer for the most part. He hates fighting
Dire's
PL.
middle tower
He's not
is
really a
under
fan of
attack.
Naga Siren.
Radiant's bottom
true.
tower is under attack.
Now that said, did you see the
Dire's
recent
middle
Reddit
tower
post
has
of the
fallen.
Lich Ags with Refresher infinite bounces? Can you imagine?
Radiant
I do know that
structures
the
are
Ags is
fortified.
popping off right now, including in the pubs with everyone picking up Lich. It's very common to see like maybe drums, maybe glimmer, maybe force, and then straight Ags rush on these Lich players too. You want to get this AoE sinister gaze you can see there. It's very
Radiant's
frustrating.
bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like
Oh.
Jeep
Dire's middle
trying to make a
tower
move.
is under attack.
All right, there you go.
And already
Radiant's
away,
bottom
Entity
tower is
playing
under
this map
attack.
kind of perfectly. They will get the D-Ward here by Katomi. Jump one time from C-Smile, jump a second time, finds him. Stun goes out, immediately caught. The slowdown is there from Fishman and don't quite get in range yet. They will bring him down. Still,
Dire's bottom
7
tower is
kills
under
so
attack.
far in 18 minutes.
Dire's
This
bottom
is
tower has
sometimes
fallen.
what happens.
Yep, 7 kills and no towers so far for EG, although they have lost all of their tier 1s. And Gabby is 0-0-1 and just hitting creeps. I told you, he's having the most fun. I guarantee it. He's just loving this game right now. Oh, he just hit that ancient for 1,000.
Yeah, he's huge.
Why is it 1.9? That's so much. It's like when Drow used to one-shot creeps with their ulti.
Yeah. Well, Pakaz is going to find Gabby. Just fight him off.
Eat him.
He was thinking about it. He did force back the CK there. Meanwhile, the chase going on. Song of the Siren is out. They will throw the coil just to ensure that Watson gets away. So nicely done there. They get out of trouble, and then instead they're going to start heading up top where they want to find Gabby.
This is a great play. They want to use that meta.
They get him. Trying to do what damage they can. The stun is there. A lot of damage because he goes down. They managed to get the finish. BKB used, and now the turn finding more. A perfect combination coming out from Entity. And guess what? Roche for the taken.
Yeah, the thing is they're desperate. They have to find a play there. So I understand why they go in. They say, hey, I used meta. There's a lot of heroes up here. We can maybe turn this around. But the worst things happen. The BKB from Gabby pops just before the tornado hits. Watson rotates in with the Orchid and catches the Invoker, and that's it. You are just done at that point. There's no way you salvage that. No terrorize in time to back it up. And well, Matthew knows a few things about playing position forward. He knows when the game is at its worst, there is one particular position forward hero that can salvage things. That is Dark Willow. And she does this. She goes Midas and she goes Aghanims. So I'm going to need some drums on this Lich next. And we're going to try and buff up this Willow. See if she can salvage this one.
They're going to need something. That's for sure. Because this is looking pretty rough right here. Base rune for the get.
Middle tower
has to jaunt away. So 9K gold lead at this point. And they're going to need to sort of play catch up here for a while, it feels like, on the side of EG. But who knows? Maybe some solid fights. You take out the Warlock at the start of the engagement. Things will turn around for him.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It feels like it's got to be C-Smile finding some crazy plays off of a BKB. But until he has that BKB, these look like some pretty hazardous fights to go into. And then even after the BKB, there's a few things to play around here.
They don't want to go on Gabby, but they will find the rest of them as they head out to the side and immediately catching Whisper in trouble. Silence, Golem, everything dropped on his head. Tornado, he just walks away from it. Does have the greater healing. Lotus trying to survive through, but will eventually be brought down. Lich also perished in the meantime. More death.
No, all I can do is really try and push out bottom of Pakaz here. He's at least gaining something off of his allies' death, but there's definitely way more going the way of Entity here as they move into this middle tower. The help of the Golem to knock it down, and Gabby just soloing the top lane because who is going to fight CK with an Aegis and an Orb of Destruction? Not me. I'm not going near this guy right now. I think he's scarier than the Naga Siren. He's the carry.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking about this game going 90 minutes, but if they keep playing at this pace, I mean, Entity could just think about, shutting down everything. They could go high ground if they wanted to, if they want to throw. Ace?
All right, desperation. Here we go.
Need to find it. 3-second stun. Orchid. Okay. C-Smile didn't get to play Dota. Meteor Hammer lands, and Whisper is just going to be brought down afterwards. There is no escape from the Gabby. And Panda! Oh, he's stuck by the creeps! No! Poor Panda. Nowhere left to go.
I barely saw Gabby's health moving there during the Bedlam. They're like, oh, right, he's level 10. Like, it's level 1. Bedlam in there. CK just has so much HP. He's just playing with an Aegis anyway, so he has no cares. Oh, and he's back up to almost full HP because he went and hit a creep camp. So that's cool. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's devastating. This hero is maybe a little bit too insane. He's going to get the freaking wisdom. He's freaking high ground. Oh, no, he wants the Tormentor. Give it to him. Look at the heal.
Wow.
Okay.
Radiant's
Nailed it. Okay. That just happened. This game is looking very rough for EG. Entity in perfect position.
Yeah, most certainly are. The real question is, who's going to have the higher net worth? Will it be Watson or will it be Gabby?
Good question.
Depends how close or how soon they go high ground. If it's soon, Gabby has a chance. If it's in 5 minutes, I think that Naga Siren's off to the race at this point. The heart is delivered. These illusions are undying. Just go down the lanes, sweep it all up.
they are in complete control of this one right now. I mean, Aghanims, they have one component of it for Willow. Does have the Midas and the Philosopher's Stone, so the double-double for the position 4.
Panda's got the drums up, as needed.
Minute left on Age of Sea Smile while high ground sees Katomi will get stunned. Meteor Hammer combination. The swap away, and then getting the kill onto Whisper. Watson finds Panda. He's done for, but they did get Katomi.
The minute left on the Aegis, Gabby. He's just gonna go throw it away on the Tormentor, I think. Yeah, he'll wait. Okay, maybe he'll let his allies help him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I know he's got another one. Stormstormer now with a shard. The gold lead continues.
Oh, man. Here's that replay here as well. You see Katomi, this swap in to allow the double follow-up. That was nice. Made it really easy for the second stun. Get the swap in. That brings him over close. Then he gets pulled in from the Reality Rift by the Chaos Knight. They get golems. Easy.
And that was the first BKB charge used for Sea Smile. Not able to get a ton out of that, obviously. Rather unfortunate. But yeah, still looking to claim a second tower for EG. They're spamming out the illusions at mid. They did get some damage onto it, but pretty rough. Man. Another one.
That's a Bloodthorn.
Yeah. Song of the Siren, EMP. Oh, is it enough to kill him? Fishman dies while they're sung. It is going to be a route now onto the Invoker. Whisper tries to get away, but the 3-second stun, it's just too much.
Okay, Matthew the carry's living right now.
True.
He's find something to Midas. Luckily, there's no panic anymore.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
How do I farm this? I love how he has the Hyperstone for the Moonshine queued up. Yeah.
Stun, Orchid, Manta, and then the follow-up Silence. He has not been able to sunder this entire
Radiant's
game.
top tower has fallen.
That hurts.
Oh, Matthew is doing his normal thing of hunting couriers, but he will be the hunted here. Kataomi
does manage to keep you away. Nicely done there. But yeah, this is the slow, steady death that we've become accustomed to a little bit. When Gabby can just farm out the enemy ancient to the Bloodthorn. It's tough to be here in this game for EG.
Yeah, the disassembly too. And then he's going to build it back into the Echo Saber again here after he gets his Mage Slayer, Bloodthorn. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have to agree with that one there, Dota Plus. That might be a little generous to EG, honestly. I mean, there is a butterfly on this Terrorblade, so perhaps he could be the luckiest person in the world.
Right.
As long as he doesn't get Bloodthorned.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it would require a tremendous screw up from Entity at this point. I think it's worth talking about again. Entity, a team that had some good success there early on in the year, then struggled a lot, as we're going to see Panda get brought down again. But really, I think with Gabby in tow, it's looked like an entirely different team. One of the, I think, instances where, a swap in players ended up better for both the player that, left the team and also the team itself.
Yeah. Just gotta mix it up a little bit there. Find the right combination of ingredients.
Behold!
Instead of a chicken pesto pasta, you got a pork pesto pasta,
Wait, what? Pork pesto pasta?
I was out of chicken. So that's what my kids are eating for supper tonight. I had to make it last night because I won't be there when they're eating.
Poor children.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Sorry, we're gonna see. Oh, poor person as Matthew gets brought down. They're gonna go up high ground. They've had enough of it. As they're ready to take down this tier 3 tower. Ooh, good dodge. Silence gets away. Well done, well done. Now the chain frost, but immediately turns around. Whisper able to get some separation. All the illusions going down. This is about the most you can hope for at this stage, unfortunately. It's still not enough.
Are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower.
My goodness.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I won't even be leaving right now.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower.
It's not really, you know, until Terrorblade at least comes home, I'm not going anywhere if I'm on enemy. And I don't even think I'm leaving them.
Time for the base race.
Yeah, that's right.
Radiant are scanning.
No, I hear you. He's trying to cut waves. Matthew's trying to take down this one. He's what, 300 gold away from an Aghanim Scepter? I mean, realistically, they actually are backing out, and I think you're pretty happy about that if you're EG. Got a tier 2 tower, got the tier 1 mid.
But
You only lost 1 Rax?
All right, well, he's got the Paladin sword, so that's kind of hype.
You got Whisper Alacrity on him with maxed out Wex?
The problem is that the Midas you need because of the levels too, right?
Yeah.
Like you got to get to 20 for the Shadow Realm duration.
Is under attack.
That's true. But he has the Midas.
Yeah, that's the plan. All right, let's go. Matthew, can you imagine if they somehow managed to turn this game around based off of some juiced up Dark Willow with drums and Alacrity?
I mean, I've seen crazier things before. Drums, Alacrity, Dark Willow, and then you also have like the heroes that can kind of go in. Terrorblade now has a BKB. If nothing else, this fight is going to look different than all the other ones previously. It might not be into EG's favor, but it's at least going to look different.
They went through the twin gate and then they just smoked Entity as well.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I wonder if EG decide to go through. Oh god, oh god. Oh, it's happening. No, they're not going through. All right, that was wise. That would have been crazy.
Anyone gonna dare? No. Okay. All right, easy Aegis, easy cheese. They will give the Aegis over to Watson this time.
Radiant's
Look at
courier
the cheese.
has been
Stormstormer
killed.
did. All right. Gabby's decided that he's unkillable. He's probably correct as he builds in towards his harpoon next.
Radiant's
Oz
top
manages
tower
to
is under
kill off the
attack.
courier and gets an illusion rune for himself. Important stuff. So
the wisdom rune.
1,000. Gabby will get that. It's unfortunate for EG.
Maybe Matthew will go and take theirs after seeing his own, like seeing them down in that area. If you notice, I'm not sure if they made a vision. I don't think they do.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, jump in. Boss shield, keeping C Smile alive. He just doesn't get to play Dota, man. It doesn't happen. Chain Frost is out. Whisper BKB runs away. Matthew goes in to the Shadow Realm and hit because of the butterfly. So yeah, no. And Whisper just explodes. They're gonna find another. Entity are going to take this one down, it looks like, as this is close to the end of the game unless some crazy play happens. I mean, Pakaz is trying to split push. GG's called though. Unbelievable. Just devastation. Entity, clean game.
Yeah, total destruction here. EG, they did not hit any of the marks that they would have needed for this game to succeed, really, right? Like, I mean, this is an offlane invoker who starts with a meteor hammer, so you either need to pressure the tower with the meteor hammer or you need...